Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So according to NBA Central, there are some reports that executives around the NBA believe that Coby White of the Chicago Bulls is a potential trade candidate, which definitely makes sense just because you look at this Bulls team, they're off to a very, very hot start. And it also seems, with the exception of like Zach LaVine, you know, this team is kind of like leaving some of the old behind and kind of embracing this new, veteran leadership, essentially contending for an NBA championship type of just culture here in Chicago, right, man? So, you look at Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter, guys like that no longer on the team. Coby White could very well be the next guy to be gone. So, for today's video, guys, what we're going to do is we are going to go over to NBA 2K22, and we are going to see if we can find, like, the perfect trade, if a trade even makes sense, what type of player Coby White is, and all that good stuff. So you guys don't mind leaving a like and, of course, subscribe and new to the channel would be greatly appreciated. And let me know in the comment section below what type of Chicago Bulls Coby White trade would you like to see? What really makes sense out there, right, man? So here we go. We are using NBA 2K22 current gen because it does have start today mode with updated stats for the most part. There's a few players for whatever reason, like Patrick Williams, it says he has not played this season, which just is simply not true, but not really going to affect this at all. So yeah, man. Right now, let's skip out on Coby White for a second. What type of lineup is this team even running at the moment, man? Well, right now, they got the stars of Lonzo, LaVine, DeRozan, Patrick Williams, and Vucevic. So as far as like upgrading a starter, you don't really see that happening. Now, on the season, I do have it pulled up over here somewhere else because Patrick Williams' stats are not up. But, yeah, we got Patrick Williams on this season averaging, where's he at, man? 7 points, 2 rebounds per game. He's played, all the games and whatnot. I think defensively he's been pretty solid, but, he hasn't really been playing too, or has not been like a focal point of the offense because they got so many other players on this team, right, man? So, I can see maybe they want to go in the direction of getting like a vet for the power forward spot and using Patrick Williams as a scorer off the bench. I guess that's something that could happen, but I personally like him in the starting 5, so I don't think that absolutely needs to happen. You got Caruso, who's been running the backup point guard spot. He's been absolutely awesome doing that. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals per game, and just being the most efficient backup point guard we have ever seen, man. Playing 28 minutes per game, can obviously play Zach LaVine or Lonzo Ball, so that's fantastic. You got Javonte Green, Elias Johnson, 2 of the guys on the team that could probably be upgraded, but I think Javonte's actually been okay with the squad. Yeah, 6 points, 3 rebounds per game, been shooting pretty nice from 3. I would say overall, if I had to say, like, okay, I also think Troy Brown Jr. has been playing a little bit too, man. But, and Ayo's been getting, like, 8 minutes a game or something like that. I would say if this team had to upgrade one thing, maybe you can go for a 3-and-D type of veteran for the bench, which would be kind of nice. Or, maybe, like, a backup center. Because I think Elias Johnson's been playing some backup center, and he's been fine. He's been fine. But 6'7" player, maybe you want to, especially, once you get to the playoffs, you got Giannis attacking you or whatever, or you got to deal with Joel Embiid, then, you don't want a guy like Vucevic to get in foul trouble, and there's just nothing left there, right? I mean, I guess they got, like, Tony Bradley, but I think he's only played, like, 1 game this season or something, so, yeah, at 2 points per game. So, definitely an area this team can improve at. Now, Coby White, last NBA season, averaged 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists per game. I would say his best player comparison, in my opinion, would have to be perhaps like a Devontae Graham, back from like the Charlotte Hornet days. I think that probably is a decent comparison. Pretty solid rebounder. I don't really know how Devontae is as a rebounder, so could be a little better in that department. But yeah, not the most like efficient player in the world, but definitely somebody being that 7th pick in the 2019 draft that can, score the basketball. So maybe a team that's looking for a guy that can create their own shot is kind of the perfect trade partner here. So yeah, let's go ahead and really even so, if they decide not to trade him, I think that Coby White actually isn't bad for bringing like an additional scorer off the bench because they don't really got too much scoring going on there, right? So, yeah, I mean, I don't think it would be the end of the world if they decide to keep him either. So, but I can see where maybe like Caruso, they're kind of just like cool with him, right? So, yeah, let's go to the trade finder and kind of see what trades are offered up for Coby White. I imagine we'll probably end up having to do our own trade, but let's just see what's offered up here, man. So, yeah, I would say a backup center and maybe a 3-and-D type of forward is kind of what we're looking for here, right, man? And the trade's got to make sense. So 76ers, no. Boston Celtics, no. Clippers, no. Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, honestly, Kyle Anderson would be kind of cool on this team. And then DeAnthony Melton, for his defense himself would be pretty nice. So Kyle Anderson, yeah, he probably could play backup center if you needed him to, but yeah, probably not the most ideal trade in this case. This is just way too much because Miles Bridges has been beasting this year. So yeah, 2K has not had their roster update. I did up the Chicago Bulls ratings a little bit because I didn't want to reflect how they're actually playing, because 2K could be very slow on roster updates and stuff. So yeah, man. We got Rashawn Holmes, Terrence Davis. This is not bad. Honestly, I would prefer if it was Coby White for Marvin Bagley, though. I think like that makes more sense because Marvin Bagley is looking for a new home, and he is somebody that could definitely play the backup spot for the Bulls. But at the same time, the Kings have so many guards on the team as is. I don't really see how Coby White fits in with that. We got the Knicks with Mitchell Robinson. They got a lot of guards themselves. Oh, this is pretty nice. Wow. I mean, the Dallas Mavericks perhaps could be looking for another scorer, you know, another ball handler to play next to Luka and Kristaps. Moses Brown, yeah, he's not played too much for the team. See, that's the thing. It's like Moses Brown. I know he can put up numbers, but that was with the OKC Thunder, and that was a losing team. So I don't really know how he is. Well, we do know how he is on a team that's a little bit better with the Dallas Mavericks. Not really doing much, but the big prize here would obviously be Dorian Finney-Smith. Like, you get that 3-and-D type of guy. Maybe not so much this season, shooting 14% from 3, but notoriously, he's a pretty good three-point shooter, man. So, brings the defense, like, could be your starter, or, you know, could back up Patrick Williams, too. I really like this a lot. I wish Moses Brown, I wish he was more of a veteran type of guy, though. Like, I don't know, man. Let's see what else we got here. We got Bruce Brown, we got Zeke, and Facundo, Diallo, Chris Boucher, not bad. Christian Wood, they don't really need another guard on the Rockets. Drew Eubanks, or Eubanks, however you say it. Okay, and then we got Gafford and Kyle Kuzma. I don't really see the Wizards doing all of that. So I would say that this trade is probably the most realistic. Let's see what else there is, though, man. Let's see what else there is. Maybe we can do our own type of trade here and kind of see, like, if another team even just makes more sense, right? So, yeah, so, 76ers, no. Milwaukee Bucks, I don't really think they have anybody that I mean, yeah, I would take either Bobby Portis or Brook Lopez, but that's not happening. Cleveland Cavaliers, no. Celtics, Clippers a little interesting. How's Reggie been on the season? Might not actually say. Okay, so he's been actually pretty solid. Not the most efficient at 30% field goal percentage. So yeah, he's pretty much already doing what Coby White can do. Okay, so Grizzlies, Adams would be amazing, but probably not happening. Hawks, no. Heat, no. Hornets, no. Jazz, don't really think they got, maybe like an Hassan Whiteside, I guess. Coby White and what's his name? Clarkson could be pretty damn amazing together in the backcourt. So I don't know, man. This Kings thing, it's like, can I make it work? Because Bagley would be great. He would be absolutely what we need on the team. And I feel like he would embrace that six-man role on the Bulls, man. But it's like, maybe they're looking to get rid of Buddy Hield, so maybe if they get Coby White, that allows them to do that a bit quicker, I guess, is really the only way I can think about it. That makes sense to me at all. This Maverick deal. Who else they got for centers on this team? So they got Kristaps, they got Moses. Maybe they'd be talking about Dwight Powell or Willie Cauley-Stein. Really, either one of those guys would be nice. But Moses actually got a higher rating, so he might actually be the way to go. Pacers, Pelicans, Pistons, Raptors. Raptors don't really got much for centers. I would love to get Jakob on the team. I just don't think that's going to happen straight up. Suns, no. Thunder, no. T-Wolves, no. Trailblazers. Go for like a Zeller or like a Nurkic. Give him another score on this team, especially with Powell being out. I believe he's injured. I don't know if he's like healthy now or not. I don't really been paying attention to him. But okay, I would say the Trailblazers or the Mavericks are the team that makes the most sense. Man, if I could pull like Zeller off the team, let me go for that, man. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do a trade of Coby White for Cody Zeller. And I would want something else out of it, too. I don't really know what. Like a Tony Snell would be fine. I would say a Tony Snell, because he's, you know, like 40, 50, 90 club or whatever. So, you know, it's just a smart player there. Let's do that. And for this, the Trailblazers would acquire 1.76 more than allowed, so we actually got to take on another player to get this done. So let's go ahead and just toss in, I don't know, man, just toss in, I'm going to toss in Nazir Little. And even still, not really much of like a toss in, because that actually would be like a serviceable piece to get back. And we got to toss in some other dudes. So let's toss in, I'm just going to toss in Matt Thomas. I'm not saying that would be the trade, but we might not be allowed to do this, man. This might actually get a little bit too difficult with all the contracts and stuff. Okay, so let's take off Tony Snell. Is there anybody else with a little bit more money? So he's 1.62. So yeah, let's just do Nazir Little by himself. I don't think it's going to work, man. Okay, so that's not happening. The contracts just, I mean, for this, the Trailblazers would acquire $2.59 million more than it's allowed. So how do we make that not happen? What about, yeah, Fernie, we need to be like a $4 million contract. Okay, let me just say on Fernie, maybe that's enough. Damn, man, we're like right there. We're like right there with it. Okay, was Matt Thomas on the minimum deal? I think he was, so we can't really get much. Oh, no, wait. No, okay, 1.67. Okay, what about Cook? We cannot trade the two ways. I'm not trading Danzuma. Okay, we're gonna toss. Okay, we're gonna toss in this guy, Marco. I'm not really sure how he is as a player. Maybe he's really good, but this does get it done. Coby and Marco for Anfernee Simons and Cody Zeller. Because we are getting Simons back, I don't really think a draft pick needs to be tossed in or anything. So, and even so, okay, I do want to be nice and just toss in Tony Bradley so they have another center. But okay, we're not doing all that. Let's do this trade here, man. There we go. I feel like the trade that does make sense for both sides. I did override it because, you know, it's 2K, but that's just like a trade that I think is smart. So, yes, new starting five. Still the same. It's not really new. Bench, Caruso, Zeller, Simons. Potentially could play. He could play. And let's give these last minutes here to, let's go with Javonte Green. Javonte Green at about 12 minutes per game. I like it, man. I like it. So, move players only. Yes, Simons. Yeah, what's he doing this year? Does it say? Oh, he's actually been kind of beasting, man. Damn, he's actually been kind of beasting. Okay, so I used him just kind of as like a toss-in player. Now it kind of remains to be seen if the Portland Trailblazers would actually do that or not. Yeah, they're going to do it, man. They're going to do it, okay? I don't know. Like I said, I can't really predict the future, but I like both trades either way. Guys, let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the season and see how these this new-look Bulls team, you know, can finish off the season being 4-0, adding on these new skies. Okay, guys, so I know it's very early on in the season, but a record of 60-21, and do I think the Bulls can do that in real life? I don't know, man. They've been playing some good basketball, so who really knows? We got one more game here against the T-Wolves. Simulate through day, finished with a W on the season, so here are all the awards for you guys to see. We got All-NBA first, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third looking like that. How is there not a single, not even like Levine making it or something like that? Oh, well, not that big a deal, guys. Let's go to the player stats on the season, see how the new guys did, not only on our team, but also we'll see how, you know, Coby did over on the Trailblazers. So, Levine, 28 points, 23 for DeRozan, 21, Lonzo at 13. So, Cody Zeller, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Bro, like, I really feel like if you can go for that type of player, I know people are going to say, well, it's just Cody Zeller. Well, you don't need, like, this big, huge, flashy-ass player out there, right? Or, you just don't really need that. Like, you need guys like that can buy into the system. So, really good, man. Really good. And Anfernee Simons played some really good minutes with Caruso. I actually like that for a backcourt in general, right, man? Anfernee can be the shooter, and Caruso can be the ball handler and the guy that, you know, plays the good-ass defense, right? So, yeah, that worked out pretty nicely. Let's go over to the Trailblazers. And for them, they got Coby White averaging 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists per game, actually outbeating Norman Powell, surprisingly. Did they make the playoffs? They did not. So, yeah, the Trailblazers kind of in a rough place, as the Bulls are not, as we're the first seed. Let's go ahead, man, and simulate the play-in tournaments. Simulate play-in. So, first round, we do have the Charlotte Hornets. Definitely going to be a team you don't want to see come playoff time. Simulate round here, see how this goes. And we got them 4-1. Closeout game 31-20 for Vucevic, 27 for Levine, and we got Simons dropping 8.7 for Zeller, 8 rebounds and 3 assists. Okay, next up, Brooklyn Nets simulate rounds, and well, they beat us 4-2, man. They got Kyrie Irving playing, man. So it seems like he's had a change of heart on certain topics for the reasons that he's not playing right now, right, man? But no, we lost 32 for DeRozan, 22 for Zach LaVine. We got Caruso and Zeller, and how did Simons do? 4 points, 1 for 5 shooting. Okay, man. So yeah, we lost, but you know, that's basketball. Sometimes you just lose, right, man? So we got the Nets winning it all. Yeah, if their big three is all playing, a very tough outing, but we all know that's not the case right now. So who knows what the Bulls can do, man? So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below what type of Coby White trade would you personally do if you were the GM of the Bulls. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.